Hi there. Thanks for joining me again. My name is Deborah Carter. I'm a workforce development specialist here at the San Marcos Public Library. We've been getting a lot of calls and emails about folks in our community who are changing careers. It is the time that people are looking for work and even reflecting on jobs that they want to transition to. So I want to highlight a few books that we have here in our workforce collection at the library. We have so many different books. We have something for everybody. So I'm just going to highlight a few right now. The first that I'm picking is called Finding Your Very Best Next Work Life, Strategies for Successful Career Change by Martha Mangelsdorf. This is a great book. It's really general. It's very positive. It's about aligning your life with your professional goals, identifying your transferable skills, your strengths, what's constraining you. You're going to explore new careers in low-risk ways. So how to pay your bills and also transition in your career. Um, so a lot of people right now are thinking about their career goals. There's been a lot of transitions, and this book has a lot of stories about people transitioning and landing on their feet to show you how to navigate the challenges and the pitfalls and the rewards of successful career transition. So it will have you assess your life, your aspirations, and even logistical realities like your finances, your health insurance, your family obligations, so that you can really come up with a plan that's going to work for you. So they're real stories about people who have done something new and landed on their feet. I highly recommend this if you're in that boat of just trying to think out the process of getting a new job that's completely different than what you're doing now. The next books I'm going to highlight because I want to show the variety of books that we have for people who are transferring or in their jobs right now. This next book, Chasing Chickens, is really a humorous book by Rachel Neff, When Life After Higher Education Doesn't Go the Way You Planned. So this book is really for people who are taking a thought in their career right now about if going back to school for a graduate degree would be the right way to move ahead in your career. I know a lot of people who are thinking of a master's degree or a PhD in order to increase their job satisfaction and perhaps their salaries. So this is a bit of a cautionary tale. It talks about her path and how it didn't go as planned, and about the difficulties, the major stress that graduate students face, especially up near the doctoral level, and then the way that the job market is, and especially in academia, and some of the challenges that you might face. It really shows you how daunting that journey might be. So it's really direct, it's really honest, it's super funny. It's a true story of her life that you can learn from, and practical advice to anybody who needs to figure out if they're already in a PhD process, what the job journey will be for them, or if even going into that long academic journey is the right path for them. So switching gears, I have a series of books that I love for people who are a bit anxious because they have something in their past. We have an ex-offenders quick job hunting guide, which is 10 sequential steps to re-entry success. This book and the accompanying one, job interview tips for overcoming red flags is very practical. So for the ex-offenders, it's got what you need to find as far as your resources, networking with churches and community centers. It's got assessing your own skills and strengths, um, finding more about yourself, about the characteristics of your work style, and then finding the right positions for you, how to word your resumes, how to word your cover letters and your job applications in relation to your past, and explaining those things. Similarly, the job interview tips for overcoming red flags, winning strategies, examples, and short stories for people with not so hot backgrounds. I think so many people have something in their background I do a lot of resumes for folks, and people get fired a lot. This is something that happens to almost everyone in their life. At some point, they may have gotten fired, or something happened that they're not. That might be a red flag to an employer. It may not be something that you have worked out how you're going to explain that. So whether it's a criminal record, substance abuse, being overqualified, which is an interesting one, poor references if you've been a job hopper, so you don't have any expertise in the field that you're applying for. These are all red flags that you can overcome. So the first bits are identifying your red flags and then thinking about ways that you can explain those away. So it's got a workbook style so you can learn about yourself and what happened and then explaining the red flag. And then it talks about questions that the employer might have about the red flags, how to lower those flags for the employer, and finally how to get rid of the red flags by explaining the situation, talking about how you learned from the situation. And it talks about, in very direct and practical language, how you can recenter and reframe those challenges that you overcame into success stories so that you can win that job. So this is just a tiny sample of some of the books that we have for transitioning and thinking about a new career altogether during this time. I just want to highlight we have so many really interesting books in our workforce collection and lots of resources here at the San Marcos Public Library. Thanks for joining me.